For this project, you need a few supplies, preferably some nice glossy photo paper. I've got my images printed out on this. Now you can use the images that I will link in the file below, or you can choose your own. Choice is yours. You will need a laminator. This is a relatively cheap one from Aldi, and yeah, nothing special about it. Doesn't have to be a super duper laminator, just a normal laminator will do fine. You want a laminating pouch. I have an A4 one. Now I've got this sheet which is being printed off as a print and cut with the registration marks. And then I have this sheet which might be a little puzzling. Now what this is the same image with an offset with an added bit to it, which I'll explain a bit later on. And I did that as a print and cut too, but the bit that I want is this outer shell and not the bits that were cut out. First of all, if you've just printed off these black and white ones, you want to colour them in. If you do the other ones, which are coloured already, and I will put coloured ones in the file, then you can do them as a print and cut already coloured. So you have that option. I've got all my images coloured in, so now I need to send this to my cutter. Now that I've got all my images coloured in and cut out, I just have to select pairs to glue together. Now do make sure that if you're doing it like I am with different colour ones, that you put the correct colours together. It would look a bit odd if you put a brown front on a orange back, for example. So they're easy enough to match up in this particular case, and I'm just using a zig glue pen to add a tiny amount of adhesive. It doesn't need a great deal, just need to be able to put them together for the time being. Now that I have all my little cats joined together back and front, which didn't take very long to do, it's time to come back to this. Now all I've done here is I have put the sheet that has the cutout shapes into the folder for laminating it. So pull that back, and then all I have to do is to put my cats inside here. Now if you want to, you can put a dab of clear glue on the back of the cat, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You just have to be very careful when you are lifting up your paper. So they're going to go in like this. Try and place them in the middle. Now the other thing you need to do is to mark the registration marks on the front here. I've got a few which are empty there, so I'm not bothered about those. But now what I need to do is to just remove this piece of paper very carefully without disturbing my cats. Allow this to fall back in place like that and put it through the laminator. Now that these have been through the laminator, I'm going to send it to my cutter and do a print and cut as if it was a normal piece of printing. They are nicely laminated, which is great, so they're now basically waterproofed. But because my laminating machine wasn't all that hot when I put them through the first time, just to make sure they're well and truly sealed, now that the edges have been cut, I'm going to put them into a piece of folded paper and just put them through the laminator again. Now when you have these finished, you can put them onto keychains if you want to. You can put them into a card design with a hole on the front and swing them in the front of the card. You could use them as luggage tags, particularly if you did larger versions, to identify your luggage. And here we are. And as you can probably just about see, there is a little hole. If I get all my tools, There we go. There is a little hole in there so that you can put ribbon or thread or whatever through there, or put it onto a chain, and they are really rather cute. So you could use any sort of design you wanted with this. You could have names, you could have your pet on there, anything you wanted, but you have laminated shapes. I just think they are really, really cute, and I'm looking forward to making some projects with these. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.